sleep. Pull the truck back on the rack, trying to track down some brake leaks. I'm actually going to head out to Summit real quick and get some replacement fittings that just aren't working properly. But I'll give you guys a grand tour real quick. Adjustable coil buckets, 14-inch shocks, drag link, track bar, tie rod, truss, cover, radius arm, steering box, and really bald and really tiny 33s now. This is drooped out. I'm sitting level on the top of the tire, and I've got a third of the back tire still to droop. I think extended length on the front shocks is like 34, and the ones in the rear are like a 23, and they're about the same height at the top eye. So definitely need to get new shocks for the rear at some point. But I'd say a rather productive weekend-ish. I'm over 40 hours into this project just this weekend alone. Had to call out of work today, unfortunately. I hope I can get it done a little faster, but obviously with little things getting in the way. So yeah, power steering, tucked it down along the front of the radiator. I used the Nissan U-joint, and then I welded mine. I actually cut it too short, but welded the stock Colorado intermediate shaft to it, and drives awesome. So this is kind of cool. At least I think you guys think it would be cool. This is a stock Chevy Colorado power steering cooler, but it's out of one of the V8s. Usually it's up under the front end somewhere. But I thought, man, this would be a really great spot for it. I really am not using that space anymore. There's a lot of airflow through there, and it'll take any of the extra air from my Volvo fan. It'll be, I think it'll work just fine. So gotta tuck that up in there. Most of the guys are setting their links here, and if you can see, it's really not that long of a distance now. For a couple reasons, I moved this back a little bit longer. I'm gonna have a little bit longer drive shaft than most guys, and I'll divulge why later on when the time comes. I've been hinting at it the whole time, but it's one of the little things I want to hang on to until I am ready. But the transfer case should end up right about here. Probably about right there. So what I'll do is I'll notch and plate steel this somehow to allow the drive shaft to go up inside there if need be. It probably will be fine, but safe and sorry. But the tube runs just in front of the stock bumper, and nice and compact. Kind of minor oversight. It'll focus on me. Yes, that is a welded Heim. For some reason, I thought that I could run 2 joints on arm there and it wouldn't flop around. Well, I was wrong, and it flopped around. When I put it under its weight, the whole thing flopped over, and I'm like, oh, I need to fix that. So I hopped on Google and just figured, okay, well, if I can weld it, I can weld it. Great. So if the Heim will hold itself on its own, and it's probably going to be a lot stronger